Welcome to our unit on explorers. In this short overview video, my goal is to get you familiar with all the things that you're going to learn about during the course of our unit. The first thing you're going to see is a time-lapse video of all the places that the European explorers went. Pay attention for the Spanish explorers, Columbus, Magellan, De Leon, and Cortez, as well as the Italian explorer Vespucci, the French explorer Cartier, the Portuguese explorer da Gama, and the English explorers Hudson and Cabot. And without any further ado, let's get right into the time-lapse.
Christopher Columbus kicked off the age of exploration by sailing across the Atlantic Ocean in August of 1492. His trip lasted 3 months and he landed in San Salvador. He arrived on 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. He thought he had reached the Indies by sailing west. Columbus would make 2 more trips to the Americas. Juan Ponce de Leon was another Spanish explorer. He made his initial trip across the Atlantic in 1506, where he stopped in Puerto Rico. He would become famous for his trips later in life to Florida. Both of those trips happened in 1513 and 1521. On the second occasion, he was looking for El Dorado, the city of gold, but he never found it. Hernán Cortés is probably the most famous of the Spanish conquistadors. They got their name from their conquering of the New World. Cortés took a group of Spaniards into current-day Mexico in 1519. There, they attacked and conquered the Aztecs in 1521. Cortés would remain as governor. Also in 1519, Ferdinand Magellan began to undertake his mission of circumnavigating the world. This means that he wanted to sail around the entire world. He passed South America at the Strait of Magellan and through the Pacific Ocean. He would eventually die in 1521, but one of his ships returned in 1522 to complete the voyage. An Italian explorer by the name of Amerigo Vespucci represented Italy's small foray into exploration. For most of Vespucci's career, he would actually sail for Portugal. Several trips to the New World, starting in 1497, are where he made his fame. Because Vespucci realized it was a new continent, it was named America in his honor. England did not want to be left out of all this exploration, and in 1497 sent John Cabot to North America. He sailed north to avoid the Spanish and discovered Newfoundland in what is current-day Canada. He would sail across the Atlantic again in 1498, but he did not return from that journey to America. Henry Hudson was an explorer for 2 countries. First, while sailing for the Dutch, he found the Hudson River in 1609. In 1610, he was commissioned by England to find the Northwest Passage to Asia. While he never found the passage, he did find the Hudson Bay and claimed it for England. While most of Europe sailed across the Atlantic Ocean, Vasco da Gama took a different route around Africa. In July of 1497, da Gama left for India. Becoming the first European to sail around Africa, he arrived in India in 1498. Da Gama would make 2 more trips to India and live the rest of his days there. France also wanted to send an explorer to the New World. Jacques Cartier made his first trip to the New World in 1534 and would return in 1535 to discover the St. Lawrence River. Later, in 1541, the King of France sent Cartier to find vast amounts of riches they had heard about from Native Americans, but none was ever found.